And the Aggies will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. Guys, let's step back here and chat Virginia Tech. You start the season, top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Jacobs. Look out! Finds us back in the middle. Turning it on! Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
If you blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
Now the pitch. Breaks the tackle. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's 2nd and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a 3rd and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Using his feet.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space. And I love the way Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the first down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find the crease, make himself small, fit into those small spaces, and pick up the first to keep the offense on the field. It's all about momentum and being able to keep drives going. I know that's not going to really show up, but
going for it all. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. Here's Reed to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Long way to go on second down. Changing the routes with his receiver. Back to pass, it's Reed. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Throwing Reed. Quick catch.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
The Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass again. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
They're all over him. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
Fourth down, Reed. Flush to the left. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off.
That's a big-time completion. Guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one. Vertically down the field, he took advantage of it. This guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
Snags it. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Reed. Under pressure. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
Escapes the pressure going right. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere four-down territory. Reed to throw for it on fourth. drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play over.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push them upfield. Quarterback's got to sell it. Not anything really in that play in sync, and it doesn't go anywhere.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Back to pass, it's Jacobs. Looking down the middle. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Well, you came into this one thinking it might be a defensive struggle, and how about this unit? How aggressive have they been early in the game? They're just getting after their opponent, and they come away scoring the first points of the game here in the 2nd quarter with a safety.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the...
It's a running room. Big pickup on the ground. Knocked down at the 28-yard line.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good. Talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. First carry of the season. He stopped well short of the line to gain at the 22. Not a chip shot field goal, but certainly makeable. We'll see what they do on 4th down. Marcel Reed to throw for it on fourth. He's brought down, couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering downfield. Nobody open. He can't find the place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him, get the big sack on fourth down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Hokey, 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 high, tech, VPI got it rolling on the ground.
And Virginia Tech fans love that chant, and they love the physical ground game and the ability to run the football. That's kind of who they are. That's how they're built. Just a tough group of individuals.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking to throw, it's Jacobs. Escapes the pressure to his right. Going to try to get it himself. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Rush right in his face. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Craver. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
DB's right up on the receivers. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw, it's Jacobs. Rushes on. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw again. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
Inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Reed. In the backfield, it's Edwards. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down.
And, man, you've got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Back to throw, it's Reed. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. Great job in the base defense making a play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for one.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. Timeout called by Virginia Tech. That's their third and final one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Trying to run, it's Davis. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Reed to throw. Out wide right, it's Johnson. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You know, outbreaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. When you have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that, as a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
Scanning the field, it's Reed. He'll try to do it himself. What a cut. Now he's loose. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And it's good from 58 yards out. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Appalachian State taking on the number 21 team, the Boise State Broncos.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25.
And it's the Mountaineers looking to bounce back from a Week 1 loss. They lead it here in the first half. We'll see how things progress.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Oh, pressure's coming. And they got it.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Not a lot of room to field this one. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Off play action on first down. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
Looking for a man. It's Jacobs. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like,
flying out to the left. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Moving the pocket, it's Jacobs. He tries to take the top off. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
He's out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. This quarterback part of their running game. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
They'll move the wide receiver. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Trying to squeak through the pile. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country. And his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were recruiting him to come play in this offense, and now it's come to fruition. Defenses have such a hard time bringing him down. This defense is going to have to do a better job gang tackling as this game goes on.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Throwing Reed. Quickly complete. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Moves the pocket. It's Reed. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
And the Aggies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Trying to slip through and pick it up. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Delayed handoff. It's Edwards. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Touchdown, Aggie. They take the lead with the 6.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle.
Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. Here he comes. This is a gamble. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. Ripping through the defense. Inside the 50. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Man, so many guys in position, play after play, to get this guy on the ground. But Palmer, he just refuses to go down and makes big plays.
And when you make plays like that, David, you're basically guaranteeing yourself more touches as this game goes on, because the play caller now knows no matter what, you're going to make dudes miss and make me look good.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
You got to give the defense credit here, because they came out here in the second half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet in the third quarter. This offense has thrown it time and time again. Nothing there.
Makes the tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
3rd and 10. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. So we open the final period with a third down play. Drops back. It's Jacobs. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. The throw. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And it's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position and go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
Gonna run it. It's Owens. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now. They knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more. So they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
On third down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Fires one high and deep. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Dropping back, it's Jacobs. Right side, it's Hairston. Makes the grab down immediately. He picks up the few.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Look out! Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop, and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back.
Breaks into the open. The 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Aggies. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Sets his feet. It's Jacobs. Here comes the heat. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Second and long here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They're all over it. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be fourth down.
Defensively on third and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around, now hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a fourth down and manageable. So much.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on fourth. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on fourth down.
And the sense of urgency has got to go up now for the defense, right? You just failed on fourth down. You're trailing just under 3 minutes to go. What can the defense do? Can you create a turnover? Can you at least get a quick 3 and out to give yourselves a chance to win?
Reed. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Bought a little time, lets it go. This time it's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Under pressure. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Texas A&M going quickly. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quick give. It's Edwards. Drag down.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. To the air, it's Jacobs. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Second down, going to throw it. Left side is Adams. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Reed. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Let's go. Talk about having 1 foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Goes high to pull it in.